In this part I will discuss the making of the Alice in London platform game. In this part a new project is created. First let's begin with a new project. I add all the Pygame libraries first. Pygame includes functions to do graphics, sounds and input device interfacing. Now let's add a game loop to prevent the program from falling through the code. Next we need to initialize the Pygame program, set up the screen and get the screen height and display width. It is time to add the background image. You will need to select the image that will be used for the background. I have selected for this a dark and foggy London landscape. You will need to have code to place this image on the screen. This function copies the image to the screen at a programmed locations. Note that this is 00 at this point. Before an image can be placed onto the screen, we must first load the graphic file. The name, BG, is used for this name. Then Pygame, image, load is used to load london1.png. Now we need to call this function to copy the image to the screen buffer. This is the drawBG function. Then to copy the buffer to the screen I have added the Pygame display update function. In this demo it is done once. Later it will be inside the game loop. It will be refreshed in frames per second. Each refresh all image will be drawn in a stack order from back to front, then the screen is refreshed once per loop. Now the program can be run. Then the image pops up. Now we can add the lamppost image. Like before, this will load the image to an object. This is the lamp image. Like before, this function is called from the game loop. Now the background is drawn first, then the lamppost are drawn over the background. Running this code we get this image so far. Now, I have selected a temporary Alice image. When you are ready for your real artwork, or need to substitute it, you need only change the names or replace the artwork. As was the case before, you can load the Alice character, create a function to display her and then place a call to this function in the game loop. Oh no, we made a mistake. Alice is too large and facing the wrong way. No, this art is much larger than needed and needs to be flipped. When loading I have created a right and left version. After loading the first version I scaled it to the required size. Then I made a copy facing the opposite direction. By placing the correct version of Alice, and changing the Y position, she is the right scale and facing the correct direction. In this part I have created a surface, placed a background and a midground. I have added a character, scaled it and positioned a version facing the correct direction. Next time I will begin with gravity. I also will move her left and right and create a jump.